So hello everyone. Looks like my camera's crooked. That's funny. So it is time again for that wonderful thing, Thankful Thursday. And so today we're going to be talking about toning up the tummy with yoga, toning up the abs. So it is one of our more active kind of practices tonight. So that being said, just use caution. If you have any injuries, modify, just take care of yourself. And to begin, we'll come to that seated position. So we're going to be lengthening up, so taking a moment to get comfortable there. So of course, because we're talking about toning the tummy and the abs, I had some doTERRA Slim and Sassy. So this is an oil that I like to take internally before a workout. It has a nice refreshing kind of taste to it as well. And then I put some of the new bergamot mint, hard to say for me, on my wrist because I find it very refreshing. I love that. It's a brand new oil and it's so fun and refreshing. All right, so to begin, we're going to come to a position with our hands known as Vajramudra. So you're going to take your index fingers, touch them to the tips of the thumb, and they join together. And then your middle fingers touch, and your other two, your ring and pinky, they curl in. So it creates this little diamond, and we're going to bring that in front of our solar plexus and hold it there. You can soften the gaze or close the eyes if you prefer, and we'll begin taking a few of those nice deep three-part breaths. If you're a yogi, you might be doing Dirga, Ujjayi, whatever you like. Just inhaling, filling the belly, the ribs, all the way up to those collarbones. Exhaling, reversing direction, drawing the navel slightly up, slightly in. Let the ribs inflate like the gills of a fish as well. Just getting the breath moving throughout the whole body. So knowing that this hand position, our mudra, Vajramudra, is known as the gesture of the diamond. It helps to balance the third chakra as well. It's going to be directing the breath and the awareness to our solar plexus. This enhances circulation to the digestive system. It's also going to aid in building vitality, self-esteem, and energy. So all good things for today. It cultivates self-empowerment and determination. It helps in clarifying our life purpose. And so, if you like, you can repeat the following mantra silently to yourself. Sensing into my inner strength, I journey forward, confident and determined. Sensing into my inner strength, I journey forward, confident and determined. That's right. So Rania Marie Rilke said, "Let everything happen to you, beauty and terror. Just keep going. No feeling is final." And isn't it interesting, I wonder, if you already know, that feelings truly are temporary. You know, they say all good things must come to an end, but really this is even more true for difficult emotions and times. Our natural state is to search for happiness and comfort. And to do so, our beautiful minds were designed to scan for danger, to scan for anything that would threaten or put an end to our existence or survival. So you can gain comfort knowing that anytime you are feeling frightened or feeling anxious, feeling overwhelmed, that this is just the mind's way of revving up your body to protect itself, moving you into that fight or flight. And this is a good thing, a really wonderful thing, is it not, that we can do this? Yet in this day and age, we rarely are in the kind of danger our prehistoric ancestors were in. So if you find yourself flooded with these intense feelings, yet no real danger, you're perfectly capable of changing this by simply pausing to take a few deep breaths, stimulating that vagus nerve, moving you into rest and digest, and returning you to the present moment where everything truly is okay. To opening your focus once again, to realizing the beauty and the wonder of the world around you, knowing that there is so much more to come because we are at heart and soul energy. You know, energy cannot be created or destroyed, it's infinite. So I'd like to invite you to take a few of those nice deep breaths now, really lengthening the exhale. It's also going to cause that relaxation response and just allowing the muscles of the face to be relaxed as well. You might even drop down into that space behind the brow for a moment, into the third eye, your Ajna chakra, the center of wisdom and intuition. Just opening up your focus so you can sense, feel, imagine your connection to everything and everyone else, knowing that we're all one, we are all united and all whole, here and now. That's right. And from this space, allowing any intention that you might have to surface, to come to your mind. Just breathing into that for a moment. And then slowly coming back to the room, opening the eyes, maybe shaking out the hands a little bit. This will just kind of spiral around a little bit, opening up. We'll go side to side. I'm going to gently just walk my hands forward. Just taking a breath or two here. I'm going to slowly come up. Take my hands behind and arch my back a little bit. So we're getting into those 6 cardinal movements of the spine. So we're going to be moving a lot today. Beautiful. So let's bring our feet out in front of us. We're going to come into a Navasana or boat pose to move any flesh away from those sits bones. You want to be on your tailbone, or on your sits bones, not your tailbone. So you can do boat with your toes on the ground, your hands on the ground, or you can lift up if you have the core strength, and you'll be breathing here. Just taking those breaths. Maybe you tap the right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. And you can part the legs, bring them together, part them, bring them together, part them, bring them together. Now crisscross, 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 crisscross. Part them, bring them together, part them, bring them together, part them, bring them together, and crisscross, crisscross, crisscross. And then just gently allow the feet to lower down. Pause here, maybe rock a little bit side to side. We'll stretch out the right leg, take the right arm up, left arm up, and then switch sides. Same thing. We're gonna bring our feet forward, flex the feet, inhale up, come to that forward fold, round, inhale, and flatten, exhale, round, inhale, flatten, exhale, round. One more, inhale, flatten, exhale, round. Slowly come up. You can do either reverse tabletop or reverse plank. This is your reverse plank. This is your reverse tabletop. Hold for 3 breaths. And then slowly lower it down. We'll come back to seated for 1 moment. There is one breath work or pranayama we can do here. That being said, Kapalabhati is the name. It's skull shining, so it's contraindicated late in the day. It's contraindicated if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure, recent surgery, problems with the heart, anything going on with the brain, such as, epilepsy and stuff, such like that. So if we are going to do it in the afternoon, we want to do it just a little bit and very slowly. And it's going to be a passive inhale and a forceful exhale through the nose. And the solar plexus area snaps in and out. So the shoulders don't move, but it goes like... Taking a deep breath in and just pausing. Noticing any shifts, any changes before we move on. So feel free to skip that if it's not good for your health or your part of your practice. It can be stimulating if you do too much of it later in the day as well. And so we're going to come down to the mat for a little bit here. So you can use your core to even lower down if you like. And then get those feet about hip distance apart. And we're going to do a little bit of core work here just with bridging. So again, use caution if you have anything going on with your back. You can always just do the tucks instead. But if you're feeling up to it, then lift up to a bridge, breathing here. Maybe you can come up onto the balls of the feet, lift up higher. If you still need more, you can lift the right leg, left leg, right, left, right, and left. Lift up as high as you possibly can. And lower the heels, gently make your way all the way down. Draw those knees in. You can rock side to side. You can hug the right knee, and then the left, and then the right, warming it all up. Left, one more time, each side. Right, left, and then hug and rock it out, massaging that lower back. So again, make sure your back is okay to do this. We're gonna rock all the way up to a chair pose, and then twist to your right. Keep the knees even and breathe here. And then slow down and rock all the way up to a chair pose. And twist opposite, knees are even. Come back to the center, slow lower. And all the way back up to that chair pose in the center. Sink it way, way down. And then exhale, step the feet a little wider for that first forward fold. Maybe you pause and ragdoll for a moment. Or walk it out. Good. And then feet below the hips, bend the knees, and come all the way up. So you'll be in your standing mountain pose for a couple flows here. So you can have your feet hip distance or together, depending on how you practice. Hip distance is a little bit easier for most folks. So hands come to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive fold. Inhale, one flat back. Exhale down, repeat that. Inhale, flat back. Exhale down, plant your hands. You can soften the knees. We'll step it back to plank. And then press to that first downward facing dog, walking the dog out. And then 2 breaths in your dog. Inhale, right leg up, 3-legged dog. Knee to nose, 5 times. Now bring the knee to the right elbow, same side. 1, 2, 5 times. And now cross it to the opposite elbow. 1, 5 times. Now take it through into that fallen triangle. Breathing here. And come back up the same way you got in. We're going to step the right foot forward and open up to warrior 2. So I'm going to spin around for you. So sinking into that warrior 2 here, pausing for a breath or 2. And then side angle, reverse 8 times. Bring it on back up. We're going to cartwheel those hands down. So you're in that lunge. Lift the right arm up. Let me get my notes. So you're twisting here. Bring that right hand down. And then lower down, chaturanga if it's in your practice. You can lower the knees if it's not. To an up dog, holding it for a moment. And then lower the knees. So we're going to come to our forearm planks here. So hands and elbows are in alignment. So taking a moment to get set up. In plank, you want your heels to be working, your flex, whole core is working. Now we're gonna go up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. And last one, so 4 of them. And now tip the hips to the right and left, right, left. So 4 times. And then lower the knees down. Come back up onto the hands here. Take the feet back to that plank once more. Right hand comes to the center. And open up to a side plank, Vasisthasana. Holding and breathing. Return to center, switch sides. And return to center. You can lower the knees and then slowly lower it all the way down. Take a breath or two, not too many, just a little pause here. We're gonna spider up our fingers, bring them out to the sides, elbows over top. Feet are fairly close together, toenails pressing to the mat. And then inhale up. Exhale, about 3 to 5. So 1 or 2 more. And then lower it down. So if it's in your practice, you can come to a bow pose. If not, just draw with 1 foot in at a time. So you'll hold your feet, inhale, exhale, lift up and breathe, hold. And then slowly lower down. If it feels good, shimmy the hips side to side here or reverse windshield wipes. And then press back up. Take a pause, come back to that child's pose here, stretching it out. Maybe you fire up those fingertips. And then coming up. So knees are hip distance apart, minding your back for a camel pose, Ustrasana. You can have your toes tucked or not. And so finding your version, hands can be on the lower back if you prefer that. About 3 breaths here. Both hands to lower back at the same time. And then sit it back, round the spine in opposition. So you're counter posing. And bring it back to table. Do feel those cat-cows here. Lovely. So we'll tuck our toes and we'll come back to that downward facing dog. We're going to gaze forward and you can walk it in, tippy toe it in, or bend and hop it in. Inhale to that flat back. Exhale down. And then reverse swan dive all the way up. Coming back to do the opposite side. And so hands at the heart. Inhaling up. Exhale, swan dive, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, 1 more. Inhale, flatten. Exhale, nice. And step back to that plank. Press to dog. Pause for 2 breaths. Inhale, left leg up, knee to nose 5 times. And knee to outside elbow 5. Cross it over 5. Next one goes through to fallen triangle breathing. Coming out the same way. Step it forward, open up to that warrior two, pausing, centering, finding the breath. And then 8 flows, side angle, reverse. And then cartwheel the hands down. Lift the left arm in that twist. Lower the left hand, step back to dog, chaturanga if it's in your practice. Pausing in the up dog or cobra. And then we're going to find that forearm plank once more. So make sure you use the opposite hand on this side, so I used the right one last time. So left, left, 3, 4, and then side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And coming back up, hands and knees. Find your regular plank, left hand front and center. Twisting to side plank. You can always stagger the feet if you need to. Regular and then opposite side. Back to center, lower the knees. Slowly come all the way down. Pause for a moment. Spider fingers, elbows over wrists. Toenails press into the mat. And inhaling up. Exhale. 3 more. And then pause for a moment. If bow is in your practice, done your asana, find that. Lower it down. Shift, reverse windshield wipe, whatever you need. Nice. Coming up, finding that child's pose. And pausing here. Maybe even sighing, rocking the forehead. And slowly coming up for Ustrasana or camel. So this time I'll do it with toes tucked. And very slowly going back. And chest presses forward. You can tuck your chin or let it go, the neck go back. And then hands to the small back. Sit it down, counter pose. And any little shifts that feel good to you. We'll come into a puppy or heart melting on a Hatasana. So getting that chin or chest down, hands out, breathing. Some people like to extend the legs. Whatever feels good, breathing. And then slowly coming out. Again, if you need to do some seated cat-cows, anything at all, feel free. So we'll bring our legs forward now. And we'll do a nice, long, stretchy forward fold. Breathing. And slowly rising up, hands come behind. If you're doing reverse plank, point the feet. If you're just arching the back, flex them. 3 breaths. Slow, lower, lovely. And so we'll begin to lower back down. So we can do some bicycles here. We'll do about 16, 24. You can do as many as 100 or more. Just going for it. Pause and hug the knees in. You can rock side to side there. So another nice little side ab is to kind of lift up and then touch the heel, 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 heel. It's about 16. And then take the arms overhead and lift the abs, stretching them out. Just breathe. And slowly lowering it down. So if plow is in your practice, you can do a plow. Make sure I don't kill the plant here. You can also do a supported shoulder stand if you prefer, with a block underneath you. Just a few breaths. You can also do snail, pinching the ears off if you prefer. Slowly coming out of that. Placing the feet a little bit wider on the mat. Arms can come to a T. Go ahead and windshield wide. Slowing down the breath now. And then so heel the feet close together again. And we'll take that right foot on top of the right knee on top of the left. And toe heel the feet off a little bit to the right. Gaze to the right and bring the knees towards the left. So twisting and breathing here. And then slowly bring the knees back up, uncross the feet, bring them back to the center. And the left knee will come on top. Walk them a little bit over to that opposite side before gazing left, twisting right. Just breathe. And slowly coming back to the center. If there's any last minute movement that your body's calling for, do that. Otherwise, you can stretch it out. Maybe you do a little side to side or banana asana if you want one last little lateral bend. And then you'll find your way to that comfortable final resting position. Getting any props that you'd like to have, covering up if you prefer. And sensing into the space around you. Noticing the temperature, the air on the skin. Is it cooling now or still warm? Noticing any shifts within mind, body, spirit. And then simply letting go. There's nothing left for you to do. Just be, allowing the breath to slow, to deepen. Feeling the whole body lying on the ground. Back of the head, the shoulders, muscles of the neck, heavy on the ground. Feeling every single vertebra pressing into the mat. The hips and the buttocks sinking down into the ground. Back of the legs, heels of the feet. Heavy and grounded now. Entire back of the body. Relaxing into the ground. Sensation to the top of the body. Sensing lightness here, aliveness. Sensation to the mouth, upper lip, lower lip, and the space between the lips. Sensing the upper teeth, lower teeth, tongue, jaw, relaxing. Noticing inside of the cheeks, hollow tubules radiating from the inside of the cheeks to the outer peaks and valleys of the ears. And sensation to the nose, tip of the nose, bridge of the nose, right nostril, left nostril. The difference of temperature between the inhale and the exhale. Both nostrils, hollow and empty. The eyes, orbs of sensation, shimmering energy. Upper lids, lower lids. The space between the lashes. Brow, forehead relaxed. And eyes sinking deep within the head to that universe that knows no space, nor time, no limitations. And tracing an invisible line back from the brow through the scalp to the nape at the back of the neck. And feeling shoulders, upper arms relaxing, elbows and wrists softening. And sensing into the palms of the hands, the hollowness there. And all of the tiny bones that make up the fingers. Right rib cage, left rib cage. The hollow notch at the base of the throat. Breath flowing in from the crown of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes, releasing out anything you no longer need. And breathing in from the soles of the feet to the crown of the head, drawing in source energy, anything else you do need. And sensation now the upper part of the body, and sensation to the lower half of the body. Bringing your awareness now to your right arm, and awareness now to the left arm, awareness to the right leg, noticing the left leg. Now noticing right arm and left leg simultaneously. Now sensing into left arm, right leg simultaneously. Feeling the whole body resting on the ground. Entire back of the body, heavy and grounded. Hips open. Legs relaxed, thighs, hamstrings, knees, the hollow space behind the knees, shins, the calves, looseness of the ankles, gratitude to the soles of the feet, positive energy radiating from all 10 fingers and all 10 toes. Whole body resting on the ground. Gently inviting the breath to return to normal. And perhaps beginning to wiggle fingers, toes, maybe moving the head gently side to side. And adding little movements, wrist, ankle rolls, whatever feels right to you. And when you're ready, on an inhale, lengthen out to another big vacation stretch, stretching your arms and legs in opposition. On an exhale, if you like, hug your knees back into the chest, rocking out that lower spine one final time. And then making your way to one side or the other, fetal position. Your cheek can rest on your arm there. And just pausing here, recalling any intentions, breathing into them now. Thanking the body for all it does. And taking as much time as you like when it is right for you. And using that elbow closest to the ground and opposite hand. Upper body strength is going to circle the hands, bringing you back up to a seated position. We can bring our hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra, prayer position. If you like, thumbs to forehead for honest thought, lips for honest speech, and heart for honest intention, and namaste. So thank you. So you could repeat the flow in that a few times if you wanted to. I wanted to keep it really kind of short and simple, so if you want to do a quick kind of ab kind of toner, it's there for you. If anybody has anything they'd like to see us cover in Thankful Thursday, please give a shout out. We're always looking for topics that are useful to you. Next Thursday we will be posting a YouTube video. We won't be having class, I'll be out of town, but we should be returning in 2 weeks. We might be shifting the time to a more afternoon, but as you know, it'll be announced on Facebook, but all of these videos are available for free on the YouTube page. The links will be at the bottom of this post after I share and add that to it. The meditations I write myself, and they're being edited. My book is being edited by Melissa Carroll as we speak. Yay, thank you, Melissa. Let's see, our meetup group has begun again. So we have therapeutic hatha yoga every Wednesday here from 9 to 11ish, and then we have tea and snacks afterwards. We have this Saturday at 3 p.m. we have balancing the chakras with yoga, but restorative yoga, not crazy yoga like this. Yoga, mantra, and essential oils. So that's always a fun workshop. Monday night we have our group hypnosis here, and that is on for Halloween, overcoming fears and phobias. And then in November we're going to have a Reiki 1 and 2 training. I believe it's November 21st with myself and Mary Ellen Duda. She's great. We're both Reiki masters, so it's a lovely initiation workshop. It's a full day event though. And then the day after that, which is Sunday, I think the 22nd, we'll have a sound bowl meditation here as well. And then lots of events coming up for sure. So I'm available for private yoga therapy, hypnosis, hypnotherapy, NLP, aromatherapy, the essential oils of course, Reiki trainings, etc., etc. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm very thankful to have all of you here with me. And I hope you guys find something to be grateful and thankful for on